Women operate off of a biological clock. You want to be married, you got an idea of when you want to start having kids and stuff, and that's quite natural. I'm not saying all women, but some women are more about. Men operate off a financial clock. We operate on totally different things. We ain't worried about when we're going to have kids. We want to know when we can pay for it. So he's telling you the truth, but if you've been together 6 years, it really depends on how old you are. Because I told Marjorie, after I gotten a divorce, I told Marjorie, look, I've been raked over the coals pretty good in this divorce. I got nothing. You know, let me get it together, and then we'll set a date. She said, no, we'll get it together. And then I said, okay. But I was probably older than you, so I'm older than anybody in here, so. It's kind of a good, but then as a woman, you have to get what you want out the deal too, because he's steady getting what he wants. If your goal is to be married, then you have to get married, because that's your goal. I mean, he's getting everything he wants. He's sleeping with you. You're helping him out. You're supporting him. You're there for him. You're doing everything a wife do, but except you ain't got a ring. Well, that's because y'all can get it together. He might not be in a financial place, but what the most men ain't financially where they need to be because they don't have a woman that can get them there. You got to understand that. Women are usually the key, man. You know, you can't name any great men that don't have a woman. I said great. You can sign a basketball contract or a record deal, but you'll never be great without a woman. There are no great men in history without women. So if you want to be great, you got to get a woman. Cannot be great without a woman, partner. Sorry. I ain't making it up. You cannot be great without a woman. You just can't. They have the missing pieces. And if a guy don't understand that, he's lying to himself. You ask any man that's got a good wife if he could make it without her. You can't. You can't. It's a wrap. And heaven is full of boxes with your name on it that got shipped back because you moved off Faith Street. God has created a soulmate for everybody. The only reason you haven't met your soulmate is because you're not ready for him. That's it. He'll introduce you to him the moment you're ready. But you can't date Mr. Wrong trying to meet Mr. Right. That's the problem. Kind of. See, it's a little tricky, ladies, when you ask God for something. When you ask God for something, you got to get out the way. He don't need your help. So while you're asking God for the man of your dreams, you can't be filling time with just something to do because you're tired of being alone. You just got to sit still and wait. He delivers the package. You know, this is what I learned about faith. As soon as you ask God for something, he boxes it up and he ships it. The problem with the package is he never gives you the date of arrival. But the package ships as soon as you ask for it. But here's the key. The package only delivers to Faith Street. You have to stay on Faith Street. And heaven is full of boxes with your name on it that got shipped back because you moved off Faith Street. That's the trick. See, I had to learn, I'm 65, I had to learn that the hard way. So now when I ask God for something, I just stay right here. I don't go over there. He don't need no help. I don't be fixing it. Well, let me do this, Lord, in the meantime. He don't need your help. He's a pretty powerful dude, man. See, I'm just a regular dude that just figures some stuff out. I use comedy to sell it, but I just figured it out. Y'all ain't got no faith, man. You go to church, and you ain't got nothing. I don't understand this. Why am I a poor Christian? Why I'm a Christian, I ain't got a house. A house. And why God ain't gonna give you a house? You wanna be a homeowner. Stop asking God to help you pay your rent. If you're gonna ask him for a place to stay, why don't you ask for a mortgage? See, you can't. When you ask God for something, you gotta prepare to act like you're gonna get it. Quit asking for rent. Well, my credit messed up. I don't have a good enough job. The how-to ain't none of your business. Ask God for the house. He'll fix your credit and give you the right job. Just ask for the house, but you don't ask for the house because you don't see how. But then the how-to ain't none of your business. I'm sorry, you didn't ask me that, but I was just... Sometimes I just feel like, because I like when people come see me, not just laugh, but I try to give people something that I learned. I'm 65, man. I learned a lot. I learned it the hard way. Because, I wish I had like a millionaire I could talk to when I was growing up. Could have helped me to some stuff. I didn't. I just out here banging my head against. But you live in a car for 3 years, a lot of time talk to yourself. I figured I lied about me. That dream so big, your people don't believe in it. They're not going to believe in it. You know why? Because he didn't put it in their imagination. He put it in your imagination. They ain't gonna get it. I walked in there and told my family I was gonna be a TV star. How you think that went? I was 10 when I made that announcement. Then when I quit my job at 27 to go pursue it, I was the biggest fool in Cleveland. You stupid. You don't even know nobody on TV. I heard all that. That's what it is, man. Now, you're going to have to, either you believe it or you don't. It comes down to you and God. It just comes down to you two. Now, that scripture you said I wrote, that's Habakkuk 2:2. It says, write the vision and make it plain, so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, wait for it. For surely it will come at an appointed time. Now, that's in your copy. That ain't in the rich people's copy. That's in the copy you got. That's in your Bible. It's up to you to accept and believe it. If you don't accept it and believe it, what you want God to do? He told it to you, wrote it down. If you don't want to try it, he gives you choice. God went out of his way to give us choice. And he could be a gangster with this now. He can make you do anything he wants to. Now, he don't do it that way, but he does things to get your attention. You don't want him to do that. I've done that before. I wasn't listening. He wanted my attention because he had something for my life, and I wasn't paying no attention. So he got my undivided attention. He took everything I had from me twice, shook me down till I couldn't have nothing but him. Now you know it's because I was raised in the church. I knew better. So when he shook me down and got me down to nothing, then he had my undivided attention. Because the only person who could get me out of them 2 holes I got in was him. So I started talking to him every day, and then he had my undivided attention. He said, you ready? Now listen to this. I'm going to give you what you wrote on your paper. I just need you to give me something. You ain't finna do it perfect. You ain't finna be a level 10 Christian. I'm going to let you be an entry-level Christian. That's all I need from you. I'm an imperfect soldier for Christ. I'm in the army of the Lord just like every other Christian. But some of y'all in the clergy, some of y'all on the usher board, some of y'all medics, some of y'all teachers in the army for Christ. I'm the Christian you send out there to talk to the other people that don't like the Christians. Well, number one, if you're having issues with the relationship, that could be your answer right there. A relationship that's filled with issues means there's red flags. And as a woman, all you got to do is learn to stop collecting red flags. Here's another one for you. Judge Lynn Toler was on my show one time. She said her grandmother gave her the best piece of advice. She said, don't ever let a man have to tell you twice he don't want you. Let me say this. If you're in a relationship that has a lot of issues in it, where do you think this is going? If you married this person, you know what you're finna have? Issues. A whole lot more issues. So sometimes it's time to cut your losses. The problem that women have is you look at the time you have invested and you go, I don't want to waste all that time. But let's say you've been in the relationship 4 years and you don't want to waste the 4 years. But the real question you need to ask yourself is, do I want 4 more years of this here? And sometimes it's best to just cut your losses. trusting again. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to trust again. But you got to remember something. The relationship ended to teach you a lesson. Sometimes you got to go through the frogs to get through the prince, right? Sometimes you got to go through the bad relationship so you learn what a good relationship should be. So it's not a complete loss. So in order to trust the next one, you've already learned in this bad relationship what you do not want, what you will not accept. And remember, I think I said it earlier, knowing what not to do is just as valuable as knowing what to do. Sometimes these bad relationships you in are valuable lessons. It teaches you what you don't need to ever put up with again. And so once you learn that, then you don't have to take all those issues with you. You can release the baggage because you know what to look for now. See, you can recognize it now a lot faster. Just got to be able to spot their ass. If you're a married couple, you have to have a minimum 4 bank accounts. The best advice I ever got. You need 4 bank accounts. If one person is working in the house or if 2 people work in the house, it don't matter. You need 4 bank accounts. You take your money, financial planner taught me this. You put both monies in one account. That account takes care of all necessary items, car notes, mortgage, rent, electric, gas, food, everything that maintains your lifestyle. The second account that you have is a savings account that requires 2 signatures to move. But out of every check, I don't care if it's $5, $10, or $100, you gotta agree to put something in that savings account. That money cannot be moved unless it has 2 signatures. Then the third and fourth account you need is her personal account and your personal account. You decide what the allowance is for each of the people. I am not allowed to tell Marjorie what she can do with that money that's in her account. I can't check it. I can't go behind it. She can't say to me about mine. If I want to buy golf clubs with it, I can buy golf clubs. If she want to buy shoes, if she want to buy makeup, she want to go on a spa, you can't say. It allows a married couple to maintain some individuality, and no grown-up person wants to go to another adult to ask for some money. Nobody wants to go, can I get my hair done? Well, we can't afford that this week. No, you. And that advice he gave me was the best advice. It holds down a lot of arguments, man. Now, if you spend your money in your account, yep, see you next month. But now, fellas, let me tell you something. The woman should get more in her account than you get in yours. And, no, I'm just telling you, because of the maintenance cost of being a woman. It's just more expensive. Things are going to happen in your life. But remember this, life is 10% what happens to you. It's 90% what you do about it. You can stop complaining about life is unfair to me. No, it ain't. It's just life. In life, it is going to happen to you. But you have to go on. You have to find the strength from somewhere. If you don't have the strength, let me tell you something. God does have it. God is the provider of everything. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for my faith, I ain't standing here today. I'm going to just flat out tell you that. And listen to me. You're talking to a hood cat. I come from nothing. The reason I'm here is because my mama was a Sunday school teacher for 40 years when she died. When my mama died, let me tell you something. The church was packed. The church was packed. I was sitting on the front row just crying. My mama's death was the worst period of my life. I felt nothing like it ever before. When she passed, I thought I was going to die. But the pastor told us at the ceremony, he said, if y'all could just turn around and look at the people in this church. They were in the overflow room. They were outside on the sidewalks because my mama had taught Sunday school in Cleveland for 40 years. Church people came, hustlers came, gangsters came, pimps came, the dope boys came. And they was just stopping by all of us going, man, your mama meant the world to me. She tried to save me. I just come to tell you, if anything you need, man, we here. That's what she meant to so many people. What helps me handle grief is what the pastor said to me that day. He said, think of all the things your mother taught you. Think of all the great moments you had with her. Then he said, look at these people in here. And as he was sitting there, me and my brothers and sisters, we started smiling. He said, what I'm trying to get you to understand is, in your darkest moment, think of all the great moments you had with her. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. After that, I applied that theory to my life, that joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. Because I've learned so much in life. I had to change what I was thinking 2 years ago. I work all the time. And I found myself, I found myself starting to get a little run down. I started getting real fatigued. And I started noticing that I was starting to talk about my workload. And one day I caught myself. Somebody sent me something, because I was just talking about how much I got to do, how I'm always tired, and how I'm always beat down, and I'm woe down. And somebody sent me something that changed my whole life. You know what they sent me? The plaque said, I can't complain about all that's on my plate when my whole goal was to eat. God is good, man. Give God a chance. I appreciate y'all coming. First of all, Marjorie and I have never used the term step, ever. These are the children. That's it. Once you introduce the word step, you got people feeling different. That's the first thing we did, no stepchildren. That's it, I'm not your stepdad. And look, it's like this, Marjorie and I made it perfectly clear. We love each other. This is the family structure with love in it. We invite everybody in. It was a struggle, especially with the older children. It was a struggle because, you know, people, they set in their ways, and then you got the other parties creating division when you're not around. So we went through all of that, but it was not easy. But, you know, my kids, they went bowling when they met for the first time. Marjorie's kids and my kids, they went bowling, and they came back and all the girls told us they didn't think we should get married, that we should wait a while. I just walked out the room. I'm not even talking, y'all stupid. Marjorie sat there and talked with them for hours, but I'm through, I ain't got no time. I didn't ask y'all. And so we just made it perfectly clear. This is the union, this is the love, and we invite you in. When y'all catch up to that, come on and let us know. But you're not affecting anything. And so Marjorie and I, we form a two-handed circle, we make our decisions, and we told the kids what the decision was, and that was it. Our children don't vote. You don't vote. This is not a democracy, this is a dictatorship. No, you don't vote, the you voting, you don't know. How are my kids gonna tell me how to live my life? So once they understood that, eventually, it took years for them to get all right. They went through their little positioning and everything, but we just kept saying this is the way it is, and now, you know, they can all get together, they bring the kids over, they all love each other, the kids are cousins, everybody got it together now. It took a little bit of work, but the first things first, is one family, it's one child. You're the son, you're the daughter, cool, and that was it. The older kids, my twins, they're grown, you know, they didn't have to call Marjorie mom, you know, and that was it. But my sons always called Marjorie mom, because she was there for them, you know, getting them through school and stuff. And that was it, that was it. Marjorie's kids, period, all of them call me dad. All of them changed their name. I was really, really a good father to them, you know, so they went out there, changed their name. They voluntarily went as teenagers, you know, and so, you know, if you love kids enough and show them the right way, they'll get on board. You just got to stay with it. Don't waver in your decisions. Be firm. Be the parent. Stop trying to be your kids' friends. Be the parent. They need parenting. They want friends. Go to school, make some new friends. I'm your daddy.